4 years? I'd have to look back. But since we fit
I'd
you
say
in
4.
4 years
Yes, ma'am.
fit in Sclerals. Now you're an interesting because you had your corneal transplants
79 and then 80.
79, 80. We won't do the math on how long ago that was.
Thank you.
But what was your vision like before that, as far as when you walked in the door?
Awful. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what my visual acuity was with glasses, but I just was frustrated because I couldn't see. And
didn't even know Sclerals was out there as an option. Right?
I knew of them, but didn't know much about them. And I don't know if you remember this. I still have the card, but I have a sibling who came here.
Yes, your brother came. Yes.
Yeah, years ago, and he said when he was talking to you that somehow he mentioned to me that he had a brother who had corneal transplants and all that and stuff, but wasn't seeing that well with glasses. You gave him a card, and you wrote something on the back of it, and he said he gave it to me and said, hey, give him a call sometime. Yeah. I think I held on to that in my wallet, I bet 3 or 4 months before I finally acted on it and called, and then came in. And actually, it's a funny story because when I came in, I don't know if you remember, I had my eye sockets, or my eyes were set kind of back and squinty, and when you did the topographical stuff for my cornea, I remember how hard it was. You had to smash it in there and all that. But the first time I ever put Sclerals on, there are no words to describe. How do you describe something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, my wife was sitting over in a chair, and you put them in, and I was speechless for probably 20 seconds because I was just looking around, and I thought, I can see detail in the carpet. I see skin details, hairs that I didn't. I mean, I knew I had them, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But you don't see them because my acuity just catapulted to a new level.
There's a saying about people that put glasses on for the first time and they go, "Oh, there's leaves on the trees." Yeah. But you couldn't do that because even with glasses, you couldn't see leaves on the trees.
Even with glasses, you're exactly right. I mean, you talk about the forest and the trees. If I looked at a forest, I could not see trees. All I could see was just a green blob. It was the forest, just like looking at a tree. My wife and I say it all the time. My most frequent, I guess, phrase about my Sclerals is, putting them in is the best part of the day. Taking them out is the hardest part of the day because it's such a difference in how I can function. I mean, where I work and having all those students, when I can look across the cafeteria and recognize them because I have my Sclerals in, with my glasses, I can't.
So they may get in trouble if they're messing around.
Yeah, well, I guess so, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They're like, please let him have his glasses on today.
I thought of it that way.
Like, Darnie has his Sclerals in. But so they've been easy to put in and take out.
Oh, God, taking them out and putting them in is a snap. I mean, it's nothing to it.
Yeah, they've been comfortable to wear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
good. Yeah, that's good
awesome.
to know.
They're awesome.
But it's funny about you. I do remember that now about your brother. Kind of.
That was a long time ago. I mean, kind of.
But I think about how many years you went without seeing clear.
Oh yeah, and and it was in a conversation with him because we don't live far away from each other. And I was just talking to him about, Sam, because we grew up hunting and fishing and doing all kinds of things together. And I said, I don't really. I mean, there's no point in me going hunting. I can't, because I always hunted with iron sights.
Yeah.
I said, my vision's just so bad. And then that's when he, something I said, prompted him to mention he was here and had mentioned something, I don't know, but anyway.
And I know your hobby is astronomy.
Oh, that is one of my biggest hobbies, astronomy.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's good you remember that.
Well, it's just funny because I think you said to me the first time I could see the stars, like really see them.
Listen, first of all, when you wear eyeglasses and you start to look into the ocular of or an eyepiece of a telescope, your glasses will hit it and that kind of thing. But even with eyepieces that have the eye relief where I can use my glasses, like if I look at something, the trapezium in the Orion Nebula, if you go look at that, it's 4 teeny tiny little stars that are in a little trapezoid. With my glasses and my best telescope, I still couldn't separate those stars. And so when I take the telescope out and leave it out to equilibrate with the air, the night temperature, I go back inside and I put in my sclerals and my RDN, and it's amazing, the difference. It's amazing.
Makes your hobby a little more fun.
Oh, yes, yes.